Hello. All right.
Hello, hello.
Okay. So, welcome back. It shouldn't be too long for this trial, but we'll see what happens. So the next day comes, you get 8 hours of sleep, wake up, and you're starting to get a little hungry.
I was actually. No, it's fine. It's fine. Continue.
What are you thinking?
I was thinking that I might try to do this at night while denying myself sleep. You get some eightfold path bonuses.
If you want to do it during that time period, you are more than welcome to.
Do you think it would be worth the risk reward? Like, would the benefits outweigh the negatives if I rolled decently?
I can't confirm or nor deny, but gotta make that choice, I guess.
Doing that long dark night is classic spiritual awakening shit.
You know what? That's fair. She makes a really good argument. So I feel the spiritual awakening coming on, and I'm like, all right, it's time for the night meditation.
So yeah, you first were kind of picking out this book with your Eye of Sin, and you're like, huh, this is kind of weird. But as you go to write down some evening thoughts in your little notepad there, you open up the first page, and you could have swore before that this was blank. But now that you kind of see the first page, and you kind of flip it over, and you look to the next one, and it's blank, and it's like, huh, did someone get in my notepad here? Anyway, so you start reading what's there, and as you do, it kind of it gets a little tiring. You're reading about this man. He was an orc fella, and well,
Didn't have a happy life.
Didn't have a happy life. It goes through the initial phase of his childhood, the origin story, and continues to summarize. But you feel weird. You kind of doze yourself off, and as you're dreaming per se, you feel like you're in this man's body. So let's do this first, John. This is in your player. Empty notebook is the folder for yourself.
You have given me Sandito and just simply named him Yuretsi.
Yes, that's what I meant to do. Let's change that. Your naming format. Why did I have him as first then? That's weird. In my GM notes, I had it.
Yuretsi is first. You just have the profile picture and backstory of Sandito.
Oh no. No.
You got the whole trial planned out for Sandito, huh?
I do. God damn it, John.
Well, you'll have it when I get there, huh?
Should I do this? Because I think I'm just gonna put in the other one instead. All right. All right, let's change that up a bit then. Let's
I was looking forward to you, Retzi. A murderous, vicious mindset might be exactly what I need. What am I going to do with the horse, dude?
Let's get rid of those then. Let's save that. And let's do some stuff right quick, like making a new character.
I'm thankful for the effort you're putting in, even if it
It's okay.
didn't work out for the best.
I have it prepared. That's all that matters. I had something in mind. I was like, yeah, no, this should be fine. But let's do that. Add in him. Image as. Patch image. All right, John. The way I have this in mind is Dark Heresy style character creation. So what I'm going to do is put this character creator to all players and save changes. So you can go to your macro now, and you can roll that if you want. Okay, so pretty much the first two are good ones, and the second one's a drop lowest, drop highest. Still 34 is pretty good. So pick two stats, put your first two in, and then pick another stat, put your bad one in a sense, quote unquote bad, and then fill out the rest. Your lowest stat actually is what goes into influence.
Interesting. Okay.
And then you divide that by 2.
Well, first of all, 37 right into weapon skill. We'll go for 35 strength. We'll go for toughness is 34. Agility 30. So 31 for agility. So let's see, that's 37, 31, 34. Oh, there's a second 31? We'll put that in ballistic skill? Sure. 28. Put that in strength. Or not strength, intelligence. Perception, the willpower's 32. That 35. 25 is going to go into. That's the lowest one, so that is 12. Influence. We'll go with 30 perception and 26 fellowship. Decent scores. What next?
Okay. So looking at your character, you have race orc, which gives you the talent frenzy and hot blooded.
Blooded, both of which are very fitting for this character.
Mm-hmm.
Really dived into the orcish rage.
So one talent, or let's make this a little ability. Let's put this into the special abilities for Bastard Son of a Noble. you can add your influence bonus. To the damage you do.
Okay. Extra 1 damage won't hurt.
Tax collector.
And by tax collector, he's definitely the kind of tax collector who shows up on your door and says pay or die. It's the paper pusher background, though.
Which is bureaucrat, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you get commerce or Medicaid.
Commerce. I know money.
Sounds
If
good.
I didn't know money, I wouldn't know how much money I need to get.
Good call. You can do common lore money here, or let's call common lore. I guess let's call it tribalism.
Common lore tribalism.
Where are you at actually? Pre-Columbian. What would be their language?
Probably the language that the Inca spoke, since it's pre-Inca. It's basically a couple hundred years before the Inca Empire but right where they were is where this guy lived. It's implied that his father was one of the starting pieces for the slow formation of the empire, using him as a tool.
Well, there is a language, and I will just pop it in there. Language 6. Guicha. And let's add the paper pusher. Call it life. Okay. Logic. And a scholastic lore of your choice.
Oh, man. I am not a scholar as this character.
But you learned something.
We'll call this scholastic lore. Fermentation. He cares about alcohol.
Sounds good. You get a, I'll add that in now, weapon training of low tech.
Yeah.
And you also get a peer.
A peer?
Peer is an interesting one. It gives you, I think it's a tier 1. Peer. The character gains a +10 bonus to all fellowship and influence tests when interacting with this chosen group.
Would be my siblings, because they pity me and realize that I'm being used by my father, as well as I'm not a threat towards their rule of the throne. So they have the throne, quote unquote, the continued holding together of like 5 tribes. You get what I'm saying.
So we're going to call this, instead of your brothers, let's call this the tribe. So Any?
Tribe? I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Because this is just more dealing with the people around. It's not just your father per se. It's the like if you were going to deal within that organization, in this case, your brothers, or I don't know, something along those lines.
I'm okay with it being just the tribe.
But it allows you to, when you're dealing with other people around the tribe, get a plus, that plus 10 bonus to both of those things. Your influence also increases by 1.
Ooh.
Okay, that is the bureaucrat done. Now,
Butcher.
yeah.
I don't actually remember exactly what this one was.
So you can either choose Sure Strike for your talents or Excellent Cook.
Which do you think I would pick?
I don't know, man. You like your alcohol, right? You could
Sure
cook some
Strike.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
All right, Sure Strike is a tier 1, I do believe. Control F, SURE. Sure Strike. The character's eyes, hand, weapons act seamlessly together, placing blows where they are intended to be. When making a called shot melee attack, the reduced penalty is by a 10. So
Ooh.
it's at a minus 20 to minus 10. And I will copy paste Devastating Precision into your character sheet for that. And
a private attribute.
Let's put in the Bastard Son of a Noble first. Okay, Bastard Son of a Noble, gain your influence bonus in damage dealt.
Building a whole character sheet, giving you more time to think of a new trial.
Yep. Yes, it is. Bastard Son of a Noble.
Where'd you get the idea for your character, John?
Huh?
Like, where'd you get the idea for your character? What got you interested in like past lives and stuff?
I've read a few different things about it, but the one that really got me interested in it is a story called Athena Complex, which is a story where Poseidon gets punished by being reduced to a soul of a mortal and thrown into the reincarnation process. So it's been 2,000 years since then, and he's just been hopping from mortal to mortal with a gigantic curse on him, making him horribly unlucky and unhappy and miserable the whole time. No memories of his past life or anything, just continuous suffering. It's pretty good because Athena pops in, and she's a very, very muscly woman. And they start going to high school together. with her thinking of various ways to punish him even further because she has an unrequited crush on him.
It's rough. That's a rough reincarnation cycle.
Yeah. Then Ares comes in and finds him and says, "Ooh, you're not supposed to be here messing with humans, and especially not that one." They start
Is
a
it
fight.
Is it like a web novel or
It's on Webtoon.
comic? Webtoon? Okay. Cool. Maybe I'll check it out sometime.
I like the fight scenes, but the main character, reincarnated Poseidon, he's a loser. God, he's a loser.
Oh no.
He's an idiot too.
Is he whiny though? Does he whine
Yeah, he's a
about it all the
whiny
time?
idiot loser, always
Oh, no.
complaining about his lot in life.
That's my least favorite type of main character. I don't know if I can do that.
Barely the main character though. Athena is pretty much the main character. We mostly follow her.
And I got into it because I started listening to a podcast where they just spend like 2 hours telling you just the most absurd stories they can find.
Oh,
Like some of them are Bigfoot, and some of them are aliens, and some of them are conspiracy theories, and some of them are really cool stories about like spirituality and past lives and karma and dream premonitions and
I do not listen to podcasts, so I can't really relate.
Nobody does. Nobody but me and like 10,000 other people, but I can't find them very easily. They hide.
They're working on their own podcasts.
Or just using podcasts to disassociate from everybody.
Did you ever watch iCarly?
I've
Yes.
watched like an episode.
They remade that, didn't they?
Yeah, I was gonna say that one of the characters from there, Sam, or Jeanette Curdy, I think is her name, has a podcast talking about her issues with growing up as a child actor, her issues with being forced to do things by her mother and other various Hollywood problems.
I'm big into podcasts about issues. I'm more into podcasts about crazy shit that you wouldn't believe. Or podcasts that are fictional. If they're fictional issues, it might be alright. I don't know. There's still some fiction podcasts I avoid. Some of them just like devolve into constant drama, and you're like, okay, guys, I need a break. Lighten up.
Yeah.
And then that's when I go and listen to stories about Bigfoot and people's crazy drug trips. It's a good time.
Man, I've been playing a game recently that feels like a crazy drug trip.
Oh, what's it called?
Everhood. Did you like
Everhood.
Undertale?
I didn't play Undertale.
Wow. Imagine having bad taste.
Imagine having no gaming console.
It's a PC game. You have a computer.
I have a Mac.
And
Mac
you can play it on a laptop.
Very many games.
Anyway, Everhood is a very similar game to Undertale with a lot of meta commentary and fourth wall breaks, as well as moral issues that you have to deal with. But the trippy parts are not the fact that you could literally fight the sun and lampposts talk to you, but the psychedelic, wonky shifting of the game. It's a rhythm game where you jump between really pretty flashing lights and sometimes they just turn you upside down and warp the whole screen while flashing literally every color of the rainbow directly in your eyes.
Mm.
It's fun.
So it's like a jumping puzzle?
Think of it like first-person Guitar Hero, basically. Like if your player character was standing on a Guitar Hero set and trying to dodge the notes, that's Everhood.
No, that doesn't sound like my thing. I like that it's trippy though. I'd probably watch someone play it for a bit.
Trippy things are nice.
Okay, John. Everything's done. Last thing, you can add 20 points worth of things to your character sheet.
20 merit.
Yes.
So Orc-Blooded is my private attribute.
Correct.
Once per session, add your influence characteristic to damage roll. Okay. 20 merit, huh? Okay. Let me take a look at some stuff because killer system.
Every next past life that you do, you will get an additional merit. It will be the equaling to how much you put into your thing so far. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the influence bonus that I gain to my damage count as an esoteric based ability?
It would.
All right, then I'm going to do this. $20 points spent.
Yes, please. Yeah, just copy paste what you get from those things into your merit expenditure too.
Yep.
Please and thank you. Hey, good thinking, John. So that will give you a +3 to your already influence of 1. So,
Yep.
so yeah, +4 to every damage roll is pretty good.
And then I can add another +4 with Orc-Blooded once per session.
No. John, you're adding your 14.
Influence characteristic to damage roll. Oh, I assumed that was the bonus.
I didn't add this though. While in frenzy.
Shame all these influence bonuses don't influence that though.
It's true, but you do get that +1 because of the esoteric ability damage.
Yep. Honestly, I don't need the extra like +3 or 4 anyway. But it would have been nice if it like functioned as a multiplier or something.
Well, what I was expecting you to do, and never mind. I'm gonna let you figure this out yourself if you for next time, I guess. But let's.
I could have done something relevant to karma or reincarnation, or I could have attached it to the frenzy, which is probably what I should have done. Or I could have directly upgraded my private attribute.
Or your
All of which are
stats. Yeah. But yeah.
all of which are possibilities, but
yeah, and if you added it to your private attribute, it would have probably came over with your next when you finish your trial.
Dang, yeah. I won't do it now because that's kind of
John, you have it for next time though.
Yep. Also, you said merit doesn't upgrade private attributes like that, or at least you can upgrade them a little bit, but actually evolving them isn't a merit specific thing.
That's true, but this is different.
Maybe I'll get the chance to evolve my private attribute during the play.
Alrighty. So characteristics are good, character name's good. Let's jump into it. So yeah, excuse me. You wake up in a body much larger than yours. You it's nice and hot here compared to the cold sewers you were just living in not too long ago. And you feel that you need to get up. This is the morning, and your body does it. You kind of don't tell it to do it. You're feeling the action, and you get up and stretch, and you're in a straw hut.
Good morning, Straw Hut. Good morning, hot air. I definitely remember all of this. I look around and see if there's anyone else in my little hut.
Yes, there is a woman lying beside you. She's an orc. You've seen them before, like literally, not even 24 hours ago. You saw orcs, smashing into other people, fighting, one of them getting their heads blown off. But this one, seems fine. But you're definitely in a new spot, and you don't know who this person is, but you do at the same time. A memory comes up of a night before, and you're hot and sweaty. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Has your character ever had romantic relationships with anyone? Because I'm pretty sure he has a hard time attaching to people.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was interested in a few people a few times, but like when he started seeing his bad luck by default didn't affect them, yeah, he was definitely like, well, guess that's just never going to be a thing for me.
So, yeah, you just pretty much experienced some pornography in a sense, but in a like if you were hooked up to an AR simulator in a sense.
Yeah.
But there was a lot more real. The memories there, and you like kind of shake it off and feel like you got to do something. You get off. You got it for a reason. It feels like it's time to go to work.
Song is going to kind of reach up and rub at one of his new tusks. Interesting. And then get himself dressed and put on his... Ooh! You know what we got here? Let's see. 1 second. Because steel swords were not a thing, but obsidian ones? Oh man.
There you go.
Let me find it. Aztec. Are you familiar with what these look like?
No.
So this is what a sword of that sort looked like. It's a stick, and because you can't forge
Yep.
obsidian or carve it, they
You
just have a
attach
bunch
it
of
into it.
little.
Yep.
And
I
whenever
think
one
Civilization. I played a lot of Civilization back in the day. I think they had their own units that had this type of weapon. So
I'm walking around with literally a bunch of sharper than straight razors attached to a stick. You can determine what sort of damage and effects that'll have.
keeps it tearing.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you're missing the one, John.
Ah, there it goes. That's much better. Cool.
Nice. So I do believe we were getting up. You got dressed. What next?
Grabbed my sword, head outside, yawn, feel my braid, which is interesting. I've never had this much hair in my life.
And it's a beautiful morning. The sun is directly above you, and you feel like, well, nothing could go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong. I start heading off to the biggest tent in the area. That seems like a reasonable direction to go.
Your father's tent. He has tasks for you. Doesn't take you very long.
Dead. The feelings and memories that brings up are complex, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it's a day-to-day thing. You've gotten used to it. You take your anger out on different things.
I do. Speaking of which, different things time.
So yeah, you go to the tent and you enter, and you see a throne in front of you. Skulls
Good
around
old
it,
dad.
and he's there eating some food. Nothing too crazy.
Itty
He
bitty
says-
corn.
So, how do we say your character's name? Yarzel?
There's probably a proper pronunciation, like Quetzalcoatl, not being exactly like that.
I got something perfect for it. Yar. It's good to see you as always, son.
I feel exactly the same as I always do seeing you, father.
Well, I have a job. As usual. It seems that it's
What
time
I'm here
to
for.
collect some debts. 3 houses that I need you to go to today. One we shouldn't have any issues with. The other 2, though, might need some convincing. maybe chop off a hand or two. You'll be fine. But yeah, get off with it. I'll see you soon.
How much?
How much do they owe? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what he's asking. How much do they owe? So he can know.
He looks to his advisor. Well,
You don't have to give me a specific number since there's no way to know currency. I just want my character to know in character how much
yeah.
it's owed.
So let's say 5 coins for the first one. 15 coins for the second. And 40 coins for the third.
Will do. I'm on my way. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am very much ready to take out my aggression after having spent a little bit too long in the same room as dear old dad.
Yeah.
More
only
than a
one
few
person
of my scars
calls
are from him.
only one person calls you Yar. And you don't let anyone else call you that.
Tried convincing him to stop calling me that at one point, and then I got new scars.
But yeah,
Well, if Yar is his pet name, we'll call him Yarzi. His
Yarzi.
full name.
Yeah. The first one's not too bad. It's a one of the peasant houses. A man and his wife with a new baby on the way. Doesn't take you long to get there.
Is it a tent or a actual hut?
So it is I think a tent's more luxurious, correct? I think it would be.
Depends on
Yeah.
the materials.
Let's call it a makeshift shack. Let's put the in between here. Somewhere's to live.
So I was gonna walk up and kick in the door, but I see there's no door. How
No,
pitiful.
it's just the wife at home. Husband is out working on the fields.
Well, Yarzi swaggers directly into their shack without bothering to politely knock on the threshold.
Hello?
You've made a big mistake. I hear
Whatever
you
did
owe
you-
my
what?
father 6 coin.
And then she realizes who you are.
I give her a smile as I see that look on her face.
Yarzi, we just paid not last week. What is the meaning of this? My husband, he paid.
It's not my business what he paid last week. My business is what you currently owe, which is growing the longer you make me wait.
She ruffles through the house trying to look for some savings. She's quick about it. And she only has 3 right now. And she says, just go to my husband. He'll have the rest.
We'll see about that. You can be sure that I'll be back here if he doesn't have the rest.
I understand.
Yuretsi tucks away the 3 coins in his furs tunic.
Sure, the tunic. Yeah.
And swaggers out of the little shack and starts heading out to the family's field.
This one takes a little longer though. It's about 30 minutes out. but you see the fields, and there's a fair amount of people there. I think I'm going to ask you to roll an awareness test for me to find who you're looking for. You know who it is, so I'll give you a plus 10 bonus for it.
All right. As I don't find him at a glance, I instead speak with my tribe using my tribal bonus there and see
Perfect.
if someone can point me in his direction.
So, let's say there's a manager, and he's overlooking the fields. Oi, Yaiji, what are you doing here?
Some idiot's not paying again. You know what that means?
Well, I know it's not this idiot here, so which one are you looking for?
I give the name.
He's out the back there. He points him out.
Yarzi just doesn't even nod or thank the other guy, as he is a rude, unlikable individual, and just starts walking off in that direction.
All right. And when you see him, he's digging away, hard at work. What do you say?
I say, well, well, well. I see someone here who is in debt.
He's
Your wife paid all she could. Time for you to pay the rest.
He keeps digging away and being like, "We paid last week. We still have another week."
Again, as I told your wife, it's not your business when you last paid. It's your business is what you owe, which is 6 coins.
He keeps digging. The hoe in his hands. And he looks at you. It's 5, isn't it? What's with the extra?
For annoying me.
This one's he's a young fella. He's probably 6 or 7 years younger than you. Strong built though, working in the fields all the time.
Oh yeah, don't feel afraid to just have someone go in a frenzy at some point because I pushed them too far.
Oh yeah,
These are orcs. This isn't polite society.
Yeah. And then he gets up and he's like, "I don't got the money.
Well,
but I'll fight you for it. How about that?"
How about this? I break your legs, and then I go take out the rest of your debt on your wife.
Huh. He spits to the ground. All right. Takes his weapon, which is just a hoe with a metal thing at the ends. In a sense, not a metal, but a stone. And
honestly, that was the dumbest thing he could have done. If he came at me with fisticuffs, I was ready to fight him barehanded. But he's got a weapon, which means he gets the sword.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty simple combat.
We both go into a frenzy immediately, I'm sure.
Let's look at frenzy for a second.
10 to all physical stats, minus 10 to all mental.
After the character spends one full round fueling their anger, the next round goes into an uncontrollable rage, plus 10 to weapon skill, strength and toughness and willpower, but suffering minus 20 to ballistic intelligence fellowship.
Plus 10 or plus 20, you said?
Plus 10 to fellowship, weapon skill, strength, and toughness, willpower, but suffers a minus 22 ballistic skill, intelligence, and fellowship.
Then unless... So I plan plan to spend my first turn going frenzy, regardless of what he does. I assume he'll be doing the same.
Yeah, underneath the hot sun like this. I guess all depends on who goes first. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
frenzy
go
for me. What's
Super Saiyan mode, and then he looks at this and he does a charge action. And let's see what happens. So plus 20 to weapon skill of 20, so 40 or less. And with a 49, he rushes into you. And should I give him 30 weapon skill is the thing?
Pretty well. Once just
Or
he's an orc, but we don't have any racial bonuses.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
Just gonna
30 is the general human average as far as I'm concerned in most of my settings.
Yeah, for me it's 20, but I feel like weapon skill is something that an orc would have, especially in this type of society. I'm just gonna roll a luck to see if he is 20 or 30, and it's 30. Okay, so he charges into you, and it's pretty straightforward. You still have your reactions during this time, so you can dodge.
I do not have a check mark in dodge, however.
Well, roll it.
I'm actually going to try to parry him because I have slightly better chances of doing so.
Sounds good. Okay. So he rushes into you, and he's going to
I didn't roll for wounds.
So wounds is 5 plus your toughness bonus. Your toughness divided by 5.
5
so
plus
whatever
toughness divided by 5.
Yeah, so 5 plus, if you have 30, it would be like plus 6.
37.
So you'd have plus 7 there. So
5. Oh, no, 5 plus. Okay.
Yeah. So you would have 12, 6, I think.
So, 5 plus 34 is what I meant to say. So that's 30. That's 6. So 11. My natural armor is 3. This is not exactly a society full of actual armor. I might have some hide on.
Yep. So I'll give you a plus 1 hide for yourself. This guy doesn't have any armor on.
Hit me with the hoe.
So instead of striking you, he goes into a parry motion. Not a parry motion. Like kind of crouches down, and he enters in a grapple with you. As a charge action or standard action, you can enter in a grapple.
Huh. So he drops his stick?
Yeah, he puts it to the ground beside you guys, and he goes into a grapple. Okay, so let's do grappling.
I literally have no idea what base Dark Heresy does with grappling, so
yeah, I have it all written down in game mechanics, which is nice.
Take a look at that. Grappling. Instead of inflicting damage with an unarmed attack, a character can attempt to grapple their opponent. Attempting to grapple is a... So yeah, he must have decided on dropping that hoe before the attack, because it's with an unarmed one.
Well, if it needs to be unarmed, let's see what a action would be to drop, because I can, if it's a free action,
it's just a free action to drop.
Yeah. So yeah, free action used there, and then a grapple.
Attempted to grapple is a melee attack that uses either a charge action or a standard attack action. Attacker makes a weapon skill test as normal. Target of the grapple may use a reaction if able to avoid the attack. If the attack is successful, the attacker and target start to grapple. with the attacker controlling the grapple. Participants in a grapple cannot use reactions. Participants in a grapple are considered to be engaged in melee combat. Can only use the grapple actions. The controller of the grapple can voluntarily end the grapple, which is him, at any point in their turn as a free action. Other attackers gain plus 20 bonus to weapon skill tests. Only 2 characters can engage in a grapple.
So the first thing he's going to do is I think actually you need to so the first action is engaging in it, and
he did that as a charge, which is a
Yeah.
full turn action.
Yeah, which means he doesn't have anything to do after that. He doesn't do any damage to you. He's just literally engaged into grapple with you. The thing you have now, though, is you have Frenzy on your turn.
Yes. The first thing they must do on their turn is declare grapple as a full action in order to maintain a grapple. That's for the controller. Oh, controller grapple options. Grappled target options. I can either attempt to break free by making a opposed strength test, slip free by making a challenging acrobatics test, or take control by making an opposed strength test. I am going to try to take control.
Sounds good. I'm doing a D100 to see if he has 20 or 30 strength. He has 30 strength.
Opposed, so let's see if he can roll better.
Mm-hmm. So that was just for strength. He will roll his at a 43. That is a failure. So if you pass yours, well, we go again. Well, actually, no. If you pass yours, you control the grapple.
I already failed mine, so we reroll, right?
Oh, yes. You both reroll.
Oh, wait. I thought in standard Dark Heresy, the degrees of success determined opposed victory or success.
The way I've been doing it recently is that if you both fail the opposed roll, I think it's better to do it that way. I agree with you,
If
John.
that's what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. And
Yeah.
I like it better too. I just wanted to make sure you knew what the original was.
I think it's cool because it allows you to fish more. And with a 21, there you go. Let's see if he can get. He needs a 20. I think would give him 2 degrees as well. Or underneath that, let's see. With a 56, you control the grapple. You're also including you include your plus 10. Good, you did that.
Yeah. I think that's the end of my turn, however.
Okay. As you take control, let me just read this here. So the active character then may immediately perform one of the control grappler options, but cannot take any other half actions.
So if the active character is the target of the grapple, the first thing they must do one of the following grappled target options.
As
they
a half
then immediately perform. Oh, I see. I'm going to be doing the damage opponent.
Sounds good.
So that is 1d5 minus 3 plus strength bonus plus 4.
Yep, because you're also having your noble blood come in here. And he can't dodge. So yeah. 7 damage. And your degree success there was 2. Let's go to Butcher for a second. I just want to double check that. I don't know if it's on weapon skill tests or just
when they
damage
successfully
tests.
Hit with a melee attack.
Okay, that's perfect. There is no weapon skill there. So you did 2 degrees success for the strength test. We'll say that. So you take out 2 of his toughness, and he only has, let's see, 20 or 30. He has 20 toughness. So you literally go through his wounds. And he takes 7 direct damage. Yeah, that was a good hit, John.
His HP, I think, because he has 5. Oh, 5. No, he has 9 because he has 20.
But he only has 2 left. So, yeah, at this point, this is his chance to determine if he has a... because now it's his turn. This is his willpower test to determine if he continues or if he smartens up. Okay, he's going to continue. He's going to attempt to break free as his target action. This will be an opposed strength test, and here is his roll. That is 1 degree of failure. And no.
He fails.
He fails. So that was a half action. And he did one of them.
For the first thing they must do on their turn is declare grapple as a half action. Huh?
Yep. That was definitely declared that he was using that action to do.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what he could do for his next one. What he'll do for his next one is he'll say, "Okay, I got the money." But you're in frenzy mode.
Unfortunately for him, I am currently in a frenzy. This man is going to be unconscious and or dead before I am going to even try to stop being frenzied.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he's going to do. He'll try and convince you with a charm, maybe. And he'll say, I'll even give you more coin. And no, he doesn't. That's just a failure. So I'm not even gonna have you roll. So yeah, it's now your turn as his action.
I declare grappling as a full action.
Okay.
And then I deal damage.
Okay. Go for it, John. Okay, so you put him into negative wounds, and he becomes unconscious.
So what I do here is I break his leg.
Okay.
That's what I said I was going to do.
Yep. So the breaking of the legs will be the minus damage. Let's see here, the critical wound he gets from this.
Basically.
Yeah. And yeah, he's just lying on the ground.
And then I strip him naked to find. Oh well, first that I suppose.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's another person standing right beside you. Not beside, but in the field, like.
So I have hot-blooded, which is a -10 on frenzy. So that was very close.
Damn, I'm not thinking of that. You only had 12 in your willpower? How do you only have 12?
Oh, that's song. Whoops! Why am I on Song's character sheet?
I was like, what? I know I made it hard, but it shouldn't be that hard.
Yuretsi would have passed that.
And I will accept that for the roll. But yeah. So yeah, you get out of it and you go to strip serve him. And as you're doing that, roll me a luck.
Oh my god.
Ooh, okay. We'll hold on to that for a bit, John. Instead of the 3 coins, you find a gem instead, and this gem he must have found working in the fields or something like that. There was something he's been hoarding onto this for a while, and yeah, it's a shiny green gem. Also, give yourself some positive karma because you were over your 30, so that would be 3 positive karma.
3 positive karma. All right, let's go slap that. Man, I'm gonna need it after playing this guy. He's such a villain. 5 good karma total. Okay.
All right. So
did he have any coins?
Yes, he did have the extra coin. So when he said he had more, he had his 3 plus 2. So he had 5 total.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna rob him blind.
Sounds good.
That's paying damages for wasting my time. So I just leave him there, broken legs, no money. Very tempted to go back for his wife, but I don't really have time. I'm a busy man. Maybe later on a weekend.
Oh, John. So yeah, you kind of go out high strung. You're feeling good about yourself, and you make your way to the next shack. Remember how much it was this time to get for coins?
10?
I think it was 15. I told you.
Cool. We'll go with 15.
Yeah, and then 40 was the next one, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So this guy might need some hands chopped off, is what I remember. Oh no, the first 2 were easy. The third guy might need some hands chopped. Yeah, I'm down with that.
So yeah,
slightly better peasant shack.
A little bit. He's a hired class in this from the hierarchy, and he has, let's say, it's up on a hill a little bit. It doesn't take long to get there from the fields. Actually, it's kind of in between from the first house and the fields you were, and you make your way up. You know this man. He is, I would say, a friend with you, but you've definitely shared a drink together, especially since you like to drink. His name is Grayfin. Grayfin, and he's a tailor. He takes the skin of hides, and he does the thing. You actually you got your hided armor made from him. So he's not a personal friend, but you definitely share a drink, like I said. So you walk up to his house, and you're like, well, he actually has a door. It's it's not a wooden door per se, but it's more like a tailored piece of hide that comes down over top of it, and kind of you can peek in if you wanted to, but you see it there, and it's up to you to go next.
Again, can't kick it in. Really feeling that itch, that itch to destroy inanimate objects. But I know this guy good enough that I don't feel the need to immediately violence him, especially after breaking that poor farmer's legs in a healthy orcish wrestling competition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a good mood already. So I will walk in like a sane person and start looking around.
Yep, he's over in a corner working on a hide.
Grayfin, you big raging idiot! Why am I getting sent after you?
He looks back and he's like, Graphy. No, that's not your name. What's your name again?
Yarzy.
Yarzy, there we go. Not his own name. Yarzy. I have no idea why you're here. And, I'm kind of busy right now. You see that. but I know there must be some reason why you're here. And there's usually only one reason you are where you are. How much do I owe?
15.
15. That's odd. There must have been a mistake, Yarzi. Like,
Listen,
there has.
Kathy, I'm in a good mood, but let me tell you, every single conversation that ends like this, where they try to make the number go down, it heads the other direction. Do not argue with me. There are other people for that.
He goes over to his counter he has, and he kind of scooches down, picks up his box and sets it on top, digs through it a bit, and he finds your 15 coins.
Good man. Whoever got you into this, whether it be your own mistakes or somebody else, cut him off. I don't want to come here again on business. You hear me?
Yeah. He just puts his box down and then just like, oh, fuck. And he goes back to working.
Right. If anybody asks, I tore up some of your hides in a rage in here. We'll catch a drink next time. Take the coins and walk out.
Easy peasy. The next one is an hour away. It's
I stop and get some lunch on the way.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's you've been feeling restless, especially after that little kerfuffle. That was one-sided, very one-sided.
Not nearly enough blood.
But yeah, you go find something to eat and make your way back. So this one here, like I said, it's gonna take another hour. It's a little out of town, but it's a
one of the other tribes under my father, perhaps, rather than the one I was born in.
Yeah. This is a nice house. This is a nice hut per se. It has a wooden door, and it's a nice circular in nature. You see some kids running around and some other riffraff doing their thing. Yeah, it's about sun's high right above you, and well, there's the house. You give me an awareness test actually here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, probably would have been best for me to use some of that merit to buy some skills.
That's why I gave it to you, John, but you chose, and that's completely fair. But yeah, because literally like 5 points would have given you a plus 20 to that roll. But either way, yeah, you don't know if he's home or not. But I mean, there's kids outside. You don't know if they're his or theirs, but you know, that's that. You go up the door.
Yep, go up to the door, and I politely knock with my fist as hard as I can.
Bam, bam, bam. And you kind of hear some riffraff happening as you kind of put your ear up to the door. You hear some scuttling around, and it's like, "Oi,
runners!" Oh man, my favorite. So I head around to the back of the house and look for any other exits.
What you do see is one of the lassies running away, but he's at the back and he's looking like, "Hey, where you going?" And the door's open in the back there, and you see him with his junk out, and a little sweaty, and he looks at you. He's like, "Oi, what do you want?"
I'm Yuret Yarzi.
Yarzy.
If you know who I am, you know what I'm here for. If not, it's the death.
Actually, I don't know what you're here for.
Hmm.
Who's your father?
Yarzi explains.
What does he want?
You owe money.
That's preposterous.
45 coins.
45 fucking coins. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Alright. 45 coins, eh? I'll give you your 45 coins. Come on in. He kind of takes the kind of goes inside and disappears.
I do not like his tone. I ready my weapon and be prepared to stab the first thing I see. Well, slice, I should say.
Yeah. All right. He's sitting down at his table, and he's pouring himself a drink. You want some?
Mm,
You just caught me at a bad time, is all. But I always have one after, so you can be the one I share it with this time.
God, I want to refuse so bad, but alcoholism is already ingrained in his character. Yarzi allows the temptation to take him over, not having the willpower to resist, and agrees to a drink with the debtor.
Well, sir, Yarzy, was it? Here, this is my favorite. And pass it to him.
Yarzi, in a show of uncharacteristic what's the right name? Uncharacteristic social grace. Sniffs the alcohol and tastes it delicately. Actually, enjoying it like a proper gentleman of society.
Okay. So, because of those words, I'll do this. Give me a perception test, please. Base perception. This tastes off.
That's all I need to hear. He gave me bad alcohol. I don't care if it's a bad batch or poisoned enough to kill me. The man is dying.
All right. So, what do, John? Do you smash the glass and like, this is fucking disgraceful? What do you give me?
I immediately go into a frenzy.
Okay. Yeah, as he does that, as you do that, he will get up and reach for his knife that he had available, ready to go.
The way I picture, have you seen? No, you probably haven't.
What is it?
There is a particularly interesting webcomic where orcs are displayed and their rage is very well done, I think.
Okay.
And you can tell whenever one is going into a rage because their pupil expands to turn like their entire eyes black. And that's
nice.
just exactly what I'm picturing right here.
Yeah.
He takes a sip of the cup, continues staring at the cup, and then his eyes just go black. And every other orc in the room says, "Oh no."
Okay. So yeah, you taste it delicately. I don't think I want to. You have it in your system, but it's a very small dose of compared to what you were about to have from it. So I'm not going to make you do a toughness test roll. I don't think it's useful here, especially since you're about to go into a frenzy. But yeah, you go into your frenzy. He comes out. Let's roll initiative actually now. But that would be the surprise in a sense. You go in frenzy, and he draws his draws his weapon. Oh, nice.
I dash at him with my sword, going to carve this man into a million little pieces.
So yeah, you just there's no charge action here, but do give me a movement of 1 and then a standard attack, or for a half advance. Actually, no, you can make an all-out attack here if you want to, or a standard attack, whatever you want to. You just can't do a charge.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to do a charge.
Yeah.
I'll do a half aim. Or no, I have to use 1 move to get there. So hit, no aim because I have to use 1 move.
Mm-hmm.
Standard modifier of 10 because I'm frenzying.
Very nice. All right, let's see if he can dodge. He's gonna have to get underneath a 20 because I already made his agility 2, and he rolls a 48. All right, give him the business.
That is actually without my +4 damage added on, so that is 14.
There 14.
And
so
he
where
has
do you
no armor.
So 8 flipped is a 88, I do believe, or an 80. An 8 flipped is an.
I've honestly always I don't like the flipping system at all. I feel like it makes much more sense to have 1 to 10 be an actual headshot rather than it be reversed. But we can do the reverse if you'd like.
No. I think that's fine. 1 to 10 is a head. So you slice his head clean off. The butcher you are. You went through his natural armor, and you did 14 damage. He had 8 health. Actually, no, you don't slice it clean off. You go straight into it, and it's about halfway through there. But he's gargling and not looking too great.
Oh, he's still alive.
Just barely.
He had 15 HP.
No. He's like, I wouldn't say he's like unconscious per se, but
he hasn't
like,
hit the true death.
Yeah, you've put him into the state. You can hit one more time, cold shot maybe, but you need to do what you do.
So I must, he goes unconscious, so I'll just swing at him again.
Yep. No reaction from him, and
I think you get a +20 on targets that aren't moving.
Let's see the conditions. It's not combat circumstances here because he is currently
blinded, blood loss, deafened, falling, fire, stunned. Stunned would be the closest one.
So
+20.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably would be considered helpless or unaware. So let's.
Yeah, actually, it's helpless is what I was looking for, and I think that is in the actual combat circumstances. Actually, helpless targets. Weapon skills test to make unconscious targets. Otherwise, automatically succeed. Number of degrees of success equal to the attacker's weapon skill bonus.
3. I just rolled damage.
Yep. And a 1 and a 2, and you get that head straight off. Clean it. It's nice.
And I think I might have accidentally closed this character sheet. Yeah, let's see. Bam. Okay. Is there anything else alive in my sensory range?
No, not in the house.
Then does that mean I automatically get out of frenzy?
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Unless you go like looking, but I don't think you're going to here. You've cleaned your target.
I will search him and everything else in the house to find anything and everything of value.
Okay. So
Look again.
give me an awareness test this time because it's not very obvious where things are, if that's fair. And then also give me a luck.
Ooh, very
again,
close.
rolling off of your, unless you have like 30. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
okay.
I have 30.
So it's only one failure. You don't find everything you're looking for. But do roll me the luck.
Oh,
and yeah.
That's especially bad because this guy is just as cursed as Song is.
Yeah.
High 90s? I wouldn't be surprised if this house collapsed in on me.
No. The fact that you can search one more awareness for me. I'll give you a plus 10 this time.
Oh my god, still really close.
I can give you hard luck, 10 or less.
Sure, let's go for that.
You don't find any gold in the house.
No gold in the house? I take his valuables instead.
And even with his valuables, it doesn't reach up to the 40 gold. Your father's not going to be happy.
No, he is not.
But you've done all your jobs for the day.
Is that enough to offset? I only got like one extra. Well, I think I got like 3 or 4 extra from the first guy, but it's not enough.
There is something there, though, John. But it all depends on, do you want to give it to him or not? But let's come to that at a different time. So the house is empty. You've cleared it out, and you have 20 gold worth of valuables stacked up into a bag. Like that's one of his. And you realize this. But your father wants to see you. And when he wants to see you, well, you don't usually.
Are there any torches, lanterns, or fires burning anywhere around us?
There is a central fire pit, and yeah.
I'm gonna go take a stick from there and burn down the guy's house.
Sounds good.
There's probably other valuables in there, like you said, but I couldn't find any, which means I'm not leaving anything for anyone else.
Sounds good.
Okay. Leave a burned down house behind me. It's probably late afternoon, getting close to dark by the time I get back to my father's tent.
Mm-hmm. And you see 2 guards at the door, and they're smiling at you. Yarzi, your father's been expecting you. You've been taking a long time.
Annoying day at work. Somebody tried to poison me, if you can believe it.
That's odd.
I couldn't believe it. He clearly knew who I was, too. Not everybody is familiar with my tendency for alcohol, but he acted like he didn't know me.
Well, you got everything?
He didn't have any money.
Father's not going to be happy with that.
No, he is not. I sent as much of a message as I could with a burned down building and his head removed from his body, but messages don't make as much money as money makes.
Well, kind of moves the tarp for you to go and enter. After you.
Yeah. So Yarzi heads on in, probably passes by a couple of his brothers.
They give you nods. They're eating away, enjoying some drink, having a girl by their side or a guy. Doesn't matter to them.
And I head to where Father's waiting and get ready to receive new scars.
He's looking at you and be like, Yar. It's about time you got back. What took you so long?
They were all over today, Father. But more importantly, someone tried to kill me. Like preemptively this time, rather than just orc rage.
And you're still alive. Yar.
Still
You got
alive, but not as wealthy as I should be.
What do you mean not as wealthy? Wealth is for all of us. How much did you get?
First two paid up more, well, their share. Easy peasy. Had to break one guy's legs, but no trouble. The last guy, Mr. Assassination, seemed to be aware that I was coming for him tonight. House was clean of valuables. About all I had was tearing the things off his walls. Might be 20 coins worth.
You're not stickling me there, are you? I know you're usually good, but you wouldn't be holding anything back, would you?
I'm more worried about you, Father, sending me out against a man claiming not to have any debt with a plan to kill me. Am I becoming too much trouble?
I don't think so, Yar. You're not trouble for me. You get me money, and if I didn't have you around, well, who'd do that for me? But kind of looks you up and down. Well, if you say you don't got anything on you, well, pay what's owed from your own pocket.
Well, let's see. Yarzi freely spends basically everything he has on prostitutes and alcohol. Fine alcohol.
Mhm.
So while he is paid quite well, he does not have a lot in the bank.
Not on him.
Even if I stacked up everything, I wouldn't have everything to pay him. Heck, I wouldn't have anything from even if I emptied out my bank account. Literally, the only thing of value I've got that could make up the difference is that gem. Let's see. I really want that gem. It's shiny. It's a 1.
This is your moment to be like, all right, well, do I pass it up or do I pretend I don't have anything?
You know what would be a really good way to upgrade my private attribute? Is to use it on my father. That's unfortunately not how Yarzi's story ends, at least not yet. So Yarzi will turn out his pockets of everything but that shiny gem.
Okay. All right. Well, what's another couple more years in service to yours truly? You'll pay it off. I know you will, son. Dismissed. He goes back to drinking.
Yarzi, penniless once again, a familiar issue with his father, exits the tent and would be stomping off to go find alcohol or women, but can't do that tonight.
Didn't get paid tonight, unfortunately.
No, he
Negative
did not.
bill.
So instead of that, he will. I'm trying to think which would be better. He's either gonna go try to start a fight, or go ponder the gem. Ah, I know what it'll do. In order to prevent the gem from disappearing into the grubby fingers of his father, or him finding it anytime soon, he is going to do a combination of the two. Swallow the gem and go off to fight.
Okay.
He'll pass it through a few days from now when his father is no longer feeling as money hungry.
For sure. So your tribe does have a fighting pit, and it's in the center of town where people go and get rid of their grievances within one another, and have entertainment for the rest of them. Lots of drink.
Yuretsi is not the best fighter. With neither parry nor dodge, he's been taken down in this fighting pit quite often. But one thing he does have going for him is that he's vicious.
Yeah.
And when he hits, it hurts.
You know, we're just a hit. And that's that's why they call you the Butcher.
Like, I was just giving an explanation of probably what the expectation coming in here was. It's not like a champion fighter who can slaughter demons barehanded is coming down to the fighting pit to slap around some weaklings.
But you do have influence, and this is where you're known from.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's is there anyone in particular you're looking for, or do you just want to go for a
Yuretsi wants to end the night unconscious. He's going to challenge one of the better warriors in the village, knowing that it's quite likely that he'll take enough hits that he just goes down.
Okie dokie. So you see one of the cousins of your species, the orc. Not an orc like yourself, but much larger than you. But he has a grin on his face, and it's like, Yarzi, it's been a while. Well, sure you want to get your ass kicked tonight.
Be careful with that. Might be the night I finally take you down.
Well, cracks his knuckles. Let's get started then. Okay, just roll me another initiative.
Yep.
All right, there's about 4 meters away from you, so he is going to charge you. And with a 68, 40 weapon skill, plus 20, and so he barely misses you, but he's right beside you now.
Yarzi is going to do as he always does, which is probably a bad idea against a particularly talented warrior.
Mm-hmm.
But Yarzi, as I said, is not the best fighter. He's going to frenzy.
Okay, sounds good. And for your turn, he is now going to do an all-out attack against you. And he succeeds.
Imagine that is going to hurt.
You need to dodge or parry.
Let's see if I can parry. I'm at the end of the turn order, so that means I've successfully frenzied by now, right? Or does it the bonuses start on my next turn?
The way we usually been doing it, I think, is start of next turn, at least for Evan's campaign.
Works for me.
Yeah, let's
Luck.
Yes, you do have a luck, 30 or less.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Yarzi, why don't you have any fate points?
You have fate points.
Yeah, but I don't remember how much of them I had from last session.
What I'll allow you to do, though, John, if you want, is you can use them for next session, but they're subtracted from next session.
Sure, I'll use a fate point here.
19. Ooh, 11. Nice. You do parry it off.
Yeah,
and he looks at you, and you're like, look at you, getting a little better.
That's 2, I think. Probably a worthwhile trade, honestly. 7 good karma total. Yarzi. Alright, it's Yarzi's turn, and he is going to try to... Oh, you said he's bigger than me. Is it like a whole size category up?
Whole size category bigger. You have to have a plus 10 against him.
Alright, I am not going to be grappling him then.
Good call.
I'm just going to punch his knees. Or no, Yarzi is definitely a groin shot kind of guy. And actually,
Called shot?
Yeah, let's called shot him directly in the groin. And his size category even
helps it out. Negates that called shot penalty for sure.
We are barehanded though.
Sure. Yes.
Punch. This is 1d5 minus 3 plus 4. Pen 0 type thwack. We'll go for a half aim. And a standard. It's 10 for frenzy. Hey.
Nice. So give me that unarmed damage because he can't dodge when he does an all-out attack. Whack. What was the degree of success? 5. So you take away 5 of his natural toughness.
Hopefully he doesn't have more than that.
Yeah. So you swack into his nuts and he's like, fucker. Oh. But yeah, he takes 7 damage. And then he's going to do a 1-2 this time.
Oh man, imagine if I had used my private attribute there.
Shit. You could have. You absolutely could have.
I will say, are you expecting the spirit quest to go on for significantly longer? Because I do want to use it at one point before it ends.
So after this night will be the end of this trial.
Then I will be using it right now.
Okay.
And
so
14
add...
did that damage. 21 damage.
Right to the crotch. And roll me a luck, John.
Okay. 47.
He lands forward instead of backwards. Give me a dodge, I guess. Or did you already use your reaction this turn?
Not this turn.
Okay.
Wait, did I? Oh, I did because he swung at me and I parried it. Yeah.
Okay. So he falls forward on top of you, and you're
That's
not
the end
dead,
of my night, I imagine.
but you're not getting up anytime soon. And
I have removed his ability to have children, though.
Oh shit. And all right, let's do a few things here now for finishing your trial. 1, roll me a influence test off of your character sheet instead of your 1d20.
That's for song instead of Yarzi?
Correct.
All right, influence roll for song. That is another thing I'm going to fate point.
Okay. You also have your karma if you wanted to use that. Ooh. Hard luck. 10 or less.
Oh man, you know what I have not been doing? I have not been using any of the Noble Eightfold Path for any of... Well, because I didn't have access to it, but now I'm rolling for Song.
Mhm.
And so Song does have access.
Okay.
Let's see. Does this count as the right view, seeking truth, understanding karma, and fate?
It's definitely related to karma, so I'll allow that. This isn't concentration, though.
Not concentration. Let's see. Sacrifice in the name of self-improvement and spiritual enlightenment. It is not that. It's right speech, to speak honestly and benevolently. No. Right action, to avoid injuring/killing others. Not really, no. Have no excess and beg. No. Right effort, to avoid altered negative states of consciousness and deny the weaknesses of the human body. I don't think so, but I don't really know what this influence roll is for. Right elements or right mindfulness is to be aware of yourself, your surroundings, and the Buddhist teachings at all times. This is awareness roles, lore roles relevant to Buddhism and the internal perception of the mind, body, or soul. I don't know what's happening, so I don't know if this really counts as internal perception. Right concentration, and you said it's definitely not that. All right, so I get one ability die.
One success. You do pass. That brings it up to a 23 instead of a 13. Or 11.
Yeah.
Or actually, sorry, it brings you up to a 21 instead of a 13. So with one success, you come back to consciousness. And now you've passed your trial.
I lived a day in the shoes of who I used to be.
And you have a few things going for you now. One is roll me a 1d13. And this will be negative karma. So you have 5 negative karma for living in his life.
He was a bad person.
Now for your actions in his life.
Oh.
Roll me a 1d100.
Oh, man. 26.
26 added to your negative karma.
He was definitely worth that.
Okay. The first thing that pops up is
I really wished I would have rolled a 100 on bad karma.
I mean, yep, it was literally roll the dice. I'm not going to allow you to use good karma to re-roll this, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, you get an achievement.
Ooh.
Congratulations. And then you have a little little thing pop up. It's notification of like the you know the Dokkaebi or actually it's more the Star Streams notifications that pop up for scenarios.
Interesting.
This one is a sub scenario from your from the Wanderer. Sorry, the humble medicine seller. And it says, congratulations. You have passed trial 1. Reward. And it gives you the private attribute of Yarzi as its reward.
Not as useful on me as it was on him, but then that's a general private attribute for you.
Yep.
So achievement is congratulations.
No, the achievement is passing stones.
Passing stone.
And roll me a.
Oh wait! Oh my God, I've totally forgotten about this, Johnny.
Yeah.
My first achievement:
Mhm.
gain +1 karma whenever you would gain karma.
Mhm.
So I meant to ask you about this. Does that mean that I gain double karma, or whenever I individually get a chunk of karma, I add 1 to that?
Whenever you get karma, you add +1.
Okay. So
So 5,
that would mean
26.
I have
So 6
9
there.
good karma. What do you mean 6 there?
So for the negative karma, 6 negative karma, and then 27 negative karma.
Oh yeah. 6 and 27 is.
I know you're going back to your luck rolls. I know.
So I have 9 total good karma right now, possibly a little more or less, but for now it doesn't really matter. And for bad karma, I have 7 and 27, which is 34. Wait, no. 6 and 27, which is 33. Okay. I had forgotten completely about that. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm glad
throwing
you
off.
remembered. It's we brought up achievements. Passing stones, is it? Roll me roll me a 1d3 for influence gain from this.
Oh.
Okay. And yeah, that's it. You don't know anything else about this achievement besides what you've done, and yeah.
So this achievement was just for the influence boost. It doesn't have an effect like the other one.
You don't know about the effect.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. Oh, what about the one I got with the gemstone that I chose to eat?
Passing stones.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's what the achievement is for? I did. Oh. That's pretty good.
Okay, so
Pretty good.
next time you go use the washroom, you it's a little harder to pass this time,
God.
but
I can steal items from the past? What? Oh
but yeah,
my God.
we'll talk about that next session. But congratulations on passing the trial
And passing a stone. God. So orc blooded. Add influence. Score to damage roll once per session. That was fun.
Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, John.
I hope you enjoyed creating a random Aztec society for me to
instantaneously, not even no prep. It was just like, okay, let's do this. But yeah, that was definitely a good time. This is the theme of the of your empty notebook. Now it's quote unquote empty instead of empty notebook because well, you kind of passed out on a psychedelic trip and you were in someone's body for a day. Yeah, sorry, John, continue.
I was gonna say, I was honestly expecting, not expecting to play Yarzi to be that fun, but it was entertaining to be a bad person. No, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, it's all good. That was only one trial, and I told you before that every private attribute quality has its own trial amount. So for each of the generals, there'll be one trial.
There's only one general.
Yep. There's 2 generals actually.
No.
Private attribute for oh. There is only one with general, isn't there?
So Sandito is going to have 2 trials regardless.
Yeah. So so there's 2 trials for the next class, and then 3 for the next, and then 4, then 5, then 6. You need to pass all of trials to gain the private attribute.
I had figured that you were going to, how do you say, put me in their death? Like have me play through the last day of their life? But just going through one of their day-to-days is also pretty interesting. And I'm sure that'll pop up later.
Yeah. This was a don't think of it as a day-to-day or a death, because what you explored of is why he is who he is, right? He how he got his name and why he's orc-blooded, because anytime he'd fight with someone, he'd frenzy, and he'd use that blood of his to get what he wanted.
Yeah.
And this gave you a chance to play the bad character, gain some bad karma, and also get a new ability in the process.
No idea what I'm going to do with the bad karma. Apparently, I'm just supposed to keep it.
There's also usages of it, though. So, yeah. We will get to that at a different time, and if you ever want to make an ability for it, you can either use another talent or a different way of doing it. It's up to you to figure it out. But yeah, John, that was a good session. I'm glad we got that in, and that will be your all-nighter per se. But it was all-nighter unconscious.
I don't think I even rolled for that. Like we had determined that it was going to be like was I going to roll for it? Because I was trying to resist altered states of consciousness, but I mean, I kind of just...
Yeah, you kind of just started reading and passed out.
Yeah.
I didn't give you rolls to continue to stay up, I guess. I could have done that. But
I guess that would be what it would have been done for.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really... Well, I got my right view roll at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it's fine. Next day.
Congratulations on the one. It's our second one of the campaign. Feels good. And you got an achievement from it. And a little bit influenced, not as much as you wanted, but there's going to be some cool things once you do and figure out this little stone of yours. Green gem.
I don't even know if I want to play with it very much. Considering where it's coming from.
Well, you're the one that decided to ingest it instead of holding it with you, John.
Listen, that was a primitive orc.
Yeah.
So, as far as he was concerned, that was the best hiding place he could have.
Yeah. If you want to get it, you're gonna have to go through me. Sounds good.
God.
All right. I will end the stream. Do we even get any viewers?
It is an off day.
It is an off day. No, it's all good.